Imagine this. It's December 2008. Your mom gets you a new Wii game for Christmas. You told her you wanted a new Animal Crossing, so you're very excited. You slowly unwrap the gift. It has the shape of a Wii game. Your expectations are really high. Is this really happening? It's What is this? Mom, this is not Animal Crossing! You ungrateful bitch! This one was cheaper, alright? The Dog Island. I'm going to cut right to the chase here. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Can you believe this guy? Let me explain. This is one of the times where the saying don't judge the book by its cover really applies. I asked a couple of my friends what they expect this game is after just seeing the title and cover, and they all thought it was a cursed Nintendo's ripoff. Like, I don't blame them, but it's not at all. It's an open world RPG adventure game. I'm not making this up. I can show you with one screenshot why this game is not what you expect. There's a boss fight in this game, and it's a fucking dinosaur skeleton. Allow me to introduce you to this insane open world adventure game hidden in this. The story follows you, a dog character you can design and name yourself. And because I'm a master of comedy, I call myself Shit. So every time someone calls my name, they say shit. Let me tell you how the story starts. It starts a little slow, you need to get some milk for your mother. But then, your brother gets sick. Shit, the only place to find a cure is the Dog Island. But your father died when going there. It's too dangerous. I will go and save my brother. No! Okay. So he went on a journey towards the Dog Island, risking his life for his brother. Or dog, if you know what I mean. Shit, the storm is too intense. We need to turn back. No, I'm going to jump. Shit, no! To be continued. And that's just how the story starts. This is literally just the tip of the iceberg. I may have exaggerated the emotional aspect a little, but this is how I experienced it when I was 7. You start to understand now why this game is not what it seems. Why this is definitely not what you expect when you boot up this. But thinking about it now, I'm trying to get into the minds of the creators. How does this game even exist? So, we want a game that appeals to kids. Do we have any ideas? Let's make a game with puppies! Great thinking, Gerald. Everyone likes puppies. But then a puppy's brother gets a bad disease and the only cure is found on an extremely dangerous island where his father tried to go first. But Gerald, what the fuck? I saw some YouTubers let's playing this game and meme the shit out of it because at first you can't really take the sniffing gameplay seriously. And well, the character designs. But it's a game from 2007, just keep that in mind. I may be a little biased because of nostalgia, but I finished the entire game again yesterday. And yeah, some aspects of this game are dated. Yes, but there's still so much it does right. I really enjoyed playing it in 2020. The story is actually kind of fucked up if you think about it. But with the way everything looks so wholesome, it's such a unique experience. I was just enjoying helping out dogs in the village here and there and doing side quests while listening to the great relaxing soundtrack while from time to time also progressing the bigger storyline that actually really keeps you interested because it gradually escalates to much more than it starts with. Yeah, by the way, the world building. Something this game really does right and other games can still learn from. It's the way the world slowly becomes bigger and bigger while playing. Right when you start to get bored in the little area you start, it grows bigger and bigger in a way that really keeps you interested to keep playing because you just want to see the next areas. Literally, it takes hours and hours till you discover there's a desert and even longer time to figure out there's snow and many other places. That way you never get used to this world and the game stays mysterious and interesting the entire time. So many big open world games these days just give you the whole world right away, and sometimes that's fine, but gradually seeing a world become bigger and bigger makes the game so mysterious and interesting. Even when the characters are dogs with way too big heads. At first you're getting milk for your mom, but at some point you're looking for the secret cure in an old temple. It's actually because of the Animal Crossing release test this week I remembered this game. Because just talking to dogs in the village and doing quests for them kind of reminds me of Animal Crossing. But there's a big difference. I said a wholesome experience a minute ago. But the further you get into the game, the less wholesome it becomes. To explain this, let me show you something that happened to me. You have a health bar and enemies. They might seem cute or something, but don't be fooled. That crocodile will fucking end you. Enemies in this game have this smiley above their head, but when you get close, as a kid that was really scary. Especially that crocodile. Don't underestimate him. I saw that red icon in my nightmares. But you know, I was 7, so that's probably why it was scary. No. I played it this week and there are still jump scares. There are jump scares! They might look harmless, wholesome, cute, whatever, but don't be fooled! The game also gets really hard at some point. Not only sometimes the complicated puzzles and riddles you have to solve, but also looking for something that's really close to that poisonous snake in the desert where you can't see shit. Also, even though most of the gameplay is trying to find stuff while sniffing, there's also solving puzzles to get to new areas, fishing, catching bugs, and taking out violent animals. And when you get further into the game, you can also die from heat in the desert and freeze to death in the snow. There's also a pretty in-depth clothing customization system where you can make new clothes where you combine different items you found. But definitely the most insane thing about this game is the story. How it goes from I need milk to you need to risk your life for your sick brother to you need to save the entire fucking world. Save the entire world, yes. But only after like finishing 95% of the game you get to that part. That's how slow the story builds, but that's also what makes it so insane. At some point you look back and you're like, how did I go from this to that? Because it develops so gradually that you don't even realize what crazy jumps the story makes. You may be thinking, is there so much to this game? How did I never hear about this? Why are people calling it a cursed game then? That's because the cover, the trailer, the main menu and first quest are fucking weird. It's a white cover with just a picture of a real dog. Like, why? On the back, it does say what it is though. Discover enchanting environments from the warm desert to snowy peaks. Use your sniffing powers and explore amazing worlds to save your younger sibling. Yeah, but with that cover and those couple pictures, it's still nowhere near what the game actually is. And not just that, the first 20 minutes of the game is just a pretty slow introduction, and everyone who starts playing this, who is older than 7, already starts with really low expectations because of the cover and trailer. And with that in mind, you just can't look past the weird milk sniffing quest and the sniffing dust on the pirate ship quest. It starts in this small town where you don't even go back to the rest of the game. The real story starts on the big open world island, but at that point you're still like, why do these dogs have such a big head? But the biggest thing that makes people think this is cursed is the trailer, which is also the main menu. What even is this? Dogs playing with each other with a white background and this weird ass fucking song. This is cursed. This shit does not match the game at all. It's like they didn't want people to play it. This is reverse marketing. Most people don't even make it past the main menu because of this. Who decided this? But yeah, that's what it is, and that's why I'm making this video, because I was lucky enough to get this game as a kid when I was young enough to look past all the stupid shit and just play it and find out it's actually good. In 2016 on my old channel I started playing this game and people actually watched that. No one watches me anymore. I still quit after 2 episodes because my third recording was corrupted or something. I gave up anyway. I was also memeing it back then because I knew no one would take this game seriously. But I'm just honest now, I fucking like this game. It's not even a guilty pleasure, I'm not afraid to admit it. Yes, some of the sniffing doesn't make sense. Yes, the story doesn't fit the character designs. Yes, some quests are way too random. Okay, it's not a perfect game, but the way the story grows and develops just makes up for everything. Something that's confusing though is that it was supposed to be for kids, but some moments in this game you're like, what? Like when you find out Francis fucking killed someone. Francis, what the fuck? But it's Peggy 3, so I guess it's okay. Because everything looks cute, I guess. But earlier in this video, I was summarizing the story and I left it on a cliffhanger. And it's time to continue the story, because the way the story escalates from that point, damn. Where were we? Alright, you jumped in the water. Where am I? You're alive. You're so lucky you survived jumping in the water in that storm. Why did you even do that? Welcome to the Dog Island. Let's meet a doctor to help your brother. Hi, I'm a doctor and I'm also a dog. So that means I'm a doctor. Get it? I lost my one and only love because of a disease. I wasn't able to cure her. I don't think I can cure your brother. Unless you find the legendary flower. The legendary flower? The legendary flower! And to get the legendary flower, you need to become a sniff master. And to become a sniff master, you need a trainer. Train to become a sniff master. Find the hidden temple. Find the sniff master medal. And find the legendary flower. Okay, while trying to summarize this story, I realized now it starts to get way too complicated already. There was this really weird ass character called an Ankh that becomes your friend, and you plant the Ankh tree that grows if you help people. Just that part, the whole Ankh thing, is the weirdest part of this whole story. I mean, it's a dog game. Sure, some other animals exist, but Ankhs? What? But after playing through a huge part of the game and helping dogs, and also going through an arc beating some mean dogs in different events like soccer and racing and stuff, and solving many problems and puzzles on the way, you finally find the legendary flower, but it's dead. You go to the land of Ankhs and talk to the Ankh Queen to figure out why. You find out the whole world is in danger and you need to save it. And the final part of the game begins. It's the last part of the temple, and the big boss fight starts. Well, since there's no actual fighting in this game, just barking, you press buttons in order to beat him. But still, just the way the boss gets introduced. I was 7. You think you're playing a wholesome dog game, and this happens. What the fuck? The 2 things I remember as the scariest things from my entire childhood: Frank from Cars and this dinosaur skeleton from this dog game. Okay, also that crocodile actually. Don't trust him! But anyway, after you beat the boss, together with the dogs you help before everything comes together and it all starts to make sense, and you save the world and a legendary flower comes back to life and you save your brother, and you're like, what the fuck did I just play? I've been really positive, but if you didn't play this as a kid and you play it right now for the first time, it's probably not worth it. You definitely notice the game is old based on the level design, especially further into the game. And once you've almost finished it and you saw all the areas, you do realize the world isn't actually that big or special. But only after finishing everything you notice that. Just keeping most of it a mystery, such a big part of the game, really makes up for that. If a game shows everything it has to offer right away, it gets boring really quickly. I mean, it makes sense, right? When you start in this open world, you're like, wow, how many villagers are there? What mysteries will I solve? Why is my head so big? It's a great game hidden in a bad game. I think that's the best way to explain it. Objectively speaking, a lot of shit is bad, but overall, I think there's stuff in this game new games can learn from. Like, actually. I also like the wholesome game designs in combination with the fucked up story. I think that's what's so unique about this. It's probably mostly nostalgia that makes me still able to enjoy this game. But in my Sonic video, I said there are games I really liked as a kid, but don't anymore. I think I can honestly say the Dog Island, overall, a good game. I don't know how, but it just is. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm really glad I finally made this video because I think about this game a lot, way too much, and I've always wanted to make a video about it, and I finally did. But yeah, no anime video again. Yeah, I was working on an anime video, but I ended up not liking it, so I started with this one instead. I like making this video so much that I'm sure now I also want to talk about games. I think I know now what my channel is going to be. I made 3 playlists: anime, games, and specials. And what I mean with specials will make sense as soon as I make more specials, because I have some special ideas. I'm also watching a really big anime right now, not gonna spoil that. I'm working on a really big video about that, and I haven't had the time to watch other anime, so there's literally no other anime I have something to say about. But I do have some video ideas, so stay tuned. I'm not keeping it up anymore. I'm late again. I'm more busy, and I also only have big ideas right now. I can't keep that up every week, but I'll keep trying. Once I start watching shorter anime again, I'll probably upload more consistently, maybe. Yeah, bye. Subscribe, bell, like, you know the deal.